Okay, here we are. I just got done watching Venom, and all I'm gonna say is pretty damn interesting film. I will say this: Let There Be Carnage is a good sequel if you enjoy the first film the way it is. There are a few problems that they did that I really kind of feel like that's not how you do Carnage. Like for starters, the between Cletus Cassidy and Carnage, the symbiote, they made them two separate entities. That's not what Carnage really is. And that was my biggest fear when I saw the first Venom film, when they had that one Venom character, which was like a fucking whatever villain in Venom. They should have just had Scream for the first Venom film because that would have made sense. But besides all that shit, I mean, they really they really did a lot in this film, but I really felt like they could have done a little bit better. I understand now what was the complaints on the whole holding Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage, to a certain degree. But yet again, I also could say, well, if you're gonna make movies that revolve around the MCU, it's a worth the price to pay. That's just how it's gonna be. You could criticize it, you could hate it, you could do whatever. If you want to have Venom crossover with Spider-Man, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. And that's just what they did. And, granted, Carnage was fine. I mean, he was great. Everything that made that character so goddamn good, everything that on terms of the look, terms of the atmosphere, intimidating factor, him killing people, that's what I liked about him, and that's what I loved about him. But however, there weren't laughs. Maybe I enjoyed the animated series version a little too much, and maybe that's why I imagine when I think of Carnage, I think of that laugh when he's enjoying the kill and all that stuff. You didn't get that in this movie. But yeah, I mean, the whole moment where we see Carnage and Venom beating the shit out of each other, that was fucking cool. I even love the fact that where he uh called Venom his father, that was like, oh shit, they mentioned that one moment where Carnage and Venom hate each other because uh let's just put it in better terms, Venom thinks Carnage is not a true son that Venom is proud of. And yeah, but overall, I mean, I did like what they did. I did like what they did overall. It was good. It was great. There were things that I felt like they could have done so many better jobs. Like in terms of Cletus Cassidy and Carnage, should have been one entity. Should have been one entity alone, and not just we're gonna do it because X, Y, and Z make them two different people. It's just stupid, in my opinion. It's just stupid. That's just really just like fucking ridiculous, and just make up shit as you go along and try to hopefully be okay with it in the end with everyone else. So, I mean, I'm not okay with it. I think it's dog shit on that part, but I mean, everything else was great. They even teased Toxic. Uh, yours truly, fucking trying to remember. Oh yeah, the Toxic son of Carnage. Correct myself. A little rusty on the Venom lore to an extent. But I even love that they really went all out on yours truly, Lether Protector. They mention that so many times in this uh, movie, a lot, and I mean a lot. They mentioned the Lether Protector, and it's so good to hear they use that word because it makes it where that is going to be a lot meaningful factor to the next film and also the inevitable crossover. which we'll get. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Correct myself. Keep fucking up. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. But I'll say this. In a scale 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a solid 9. It's a really good film. I enjoy the fuck out of it. I would say it's better than Black Widow. Is it better than Shang-Chi? Shang-Chi really was very fun and very enjoyable. I say it's a close second. I mean, that's just all I'm going to say. It's a really good film. I don't think it deserves the hatred that it really gets. I think it's kind of lame that people think that, oh, it's a bad movie because it didn't get a rated R. Yeah, I understand that. But if you want to cross over Spider-Man, you're going to have to pay the price. No rated R for Venom. Not this one. Sorry. If you want Venom to cross over with Spider-Man and cross over with the MCU, you really can't. So let's talk about it right now. The whole big moment where Venom turns, let's just say, goes into the MCU. That was a shock seeing that. Because I was wondering, I'm like, is this a part of the MCU? Is the Venom first movie a part of the MCU and we just don't know about it yet? There are so many things that we just don't know, and now we do. Venom was a multiverse character in a different universe. Now he's merging with the Marvel cinematic universe, and he's going to go after Spider-Man. That's going to be very interesting how they're going to go for it. Because the moment they go after Spider-Man, it's going to be really interesting on, does Spider-Man get the black suit? Does Venom pretty much leave Eddie Brock and help out Spider-Man? Because I don't think they're going to be bitter enemies. I think they're just going to be fighting a bit. Then they realize no, Spider-Man is just a good guy. He's helping people. And then pretty much later on, they fight their bad guy, and then Venom kind of accepts the Marvel universe the way it is, and then maybe he'll go to Doctor Strange and kind of help. Where does he go, and how can he go back to his original home, or should he stay in the Marvel Cinematic Universe where it's filled with many superheroes? I mean, shit like that. It's going to be very interesting how Venom 3 and Venom 4 is going to go, because I'm going to say this. I truly believe that Venom is going to be a part of the MCU, and you're going to see him popping out a few times in the MCU. But yet again, I mean, it's going to be great to see how things are going to go. I mean, this is a good movie. Enjoy the fuck out of it. Tell me your thoughts down below. I'll do more videos on how I think what's going to go happen on Spider-Man 4, which probably going to end up going to have another trilogy later on. But yeah. I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned for more videos, and yeah.